was incredibly ambitious. Dropped 4 airborne divisions behind Arnhem. In all, 34,600 airborne troops were delivered into the Netherlands, the majority by parachute, but a large number also by glider. And this is the aircraft that not only dropped the paratroopers, but also towed the majority of those gliders. In all, an incredible 1,000. The crossing of the Rhine at that part of Holland would not be made until the following year. So incredibly, with the aircraft on fire, he went round again to make sure those supplies were delivered. The aircraft then crashed, 7 out of 8 lost their lives. David Lord was posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross. The Royal Air Force Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. moisture out of the atmosphere. So with that final break, Flight Lieutenant Jim Peterson concluded well. His heart rate is still probably up 160, sweat pouring off him, so I'm sure he would appreciate a big wave. Thank you very much. Different. The girls, of course, have a very impressive thing at their disposal. Aerobatic's Wingwalkers. With them ever since. And well, it could be you who does that.
can see them taking advantage of the swivelling rings as they come past. Because you can... come into its own. Notice they watch the three aircraft in front of us rejoining. Leading them, Jamil Zayad, chief pilot of the team. Like all of them, a graduate of the King Hussein Air College. He graduated in 19...
as opposed to water or liquid cooled. But first up, here's the Spitfire. Somewhat ironically, this aircraft powers the two American fighters nearest to you, the mighty P-47C Thunderbolt and the TF-51D Mustang. Impressive DC-2 model. The use on the sleeper routes, it could carry 14 passengers and was known as the DST, the Douglas Sleeper Transport. Flying by day, there was a 21 passenger version called the DC-3. Outset, its influence was significant. Services, not just by American Airlines, but the other major carriers of the day in the United States, and towed troop-carrying gliders. Most of the C-47s and C-53s in American service in the European theatre served with the US 9th Air Force, specifically its anniversary year, into the markings it wore in service with the 79th Troop Carrier Squadron, part of the 436th Troop Carrier Group at Membry in Berkshire. That was one of the stations visited by General Dwight D. Eisenhower, commander of the Supreme Headquarters Allied Expeditionary Forces, on the 5th of June. The evening prior to D-Day. Straight back into action.
all of those C-47s, C-53s and Dakotas that returned to base sufficiently undamaged were pressed into service on subsequent waves of the invasion, notably resupplying those forces that had already been delivered into theatre.
Oh my gosh! Tim, take a video.
Some of them were given more specialised tasks. The 7 airframe, but this was a tough old bird, able to do the job. And then there were medical evacuation or medevac missions, beginning on the 8th of June 1944, transporting the wounded back from Normandy using Ford airstrips in theatre to receive medical attention in the UK.
We're back.
Airfield for at least another couple of years, and touching down now in the hands of Andrew Dixon and Mark Edwards, the Douglas C-47A Skytrain, remembering D-Day.
Time for something completely different. You look away to your right hand side.
First flown in 1953. These aircraft are part of a brilliant organisation called the Tiger Club, now based at David's Hall, and which for many, many years has been promoting the idea of flying for fun. And this year, incredibly, is the 60th anniversary of the establishment of the Turb Team. And they've been entertaining audiences large and small at events ever since, as well as acting as almost an air display university, because many pilots who've gone on to great things in the display world with other operators, some of the UK's top warbird operators and the like, began to learn their craft on the Turbulence.
And you can clearly see the effects of the very blustery wind, even more so at 500 feet or so. As Ben said, incredibly light aircraft, not a lot of horsepower under the bonnet. See how the aircraft slow right down as they fly into wind, but then as they turn.
Orange and yellow going through first, and yes, the first one's through, and the second.
You see it?
To your left hand side. Great, lining up, lining up. Wonderful.
Beautifully done. That's Dave Brothers in the red aircraft, one of the recent additions to the team. He gave his first public displays, in fact, here last year, having been part of the ground crew and flown other vintage aircraft for several years. And in the yellow aeroplane, we have Dave Hall.
Let's see if we can get the full hat trick. Oh, just over the bar. finally, number 3 makes the score 2-1. So the limbo rope now being lowered.
Oh,
yes.
First go, first hit.
There. Very satisfying. Just over the wing on that one. Of course, if the pilot misses a balloon, it's no formation. That was probably lies the balloon has. That one has no more.
Into someone's garden while the Turbulent Team take their leave. Give way back at Richard Pearson, Dave Brothers, and Dave Hall.
The crankshaft that then drives the propeller at the front of the aircraft.
When you see it, you'll notice that there indeed it goes. It's a sort of physical trail.
Play item, the Bronco OV-10B.
Oh my god, I think it's a bomb. It's got a bomb!
An extremely effective battlefield support aircraft against both conventional and guerrilla forces. As you've already seen, the aircraft offers incredible manoeuvrability, very strong airframe that can take a lot of damage, has the ability to operate from even parachutists. An aircraft built to survive, built to keep on fighting. It can be repaired with ordinary tools. No ground equipment is required to start the aircraft. If necessary, ground-based artillery systems. It could put out a shout for help from other friendly airborne aircraft. Even utilise naval fire from warships off the coast. And if necessary, engage
When it went to war in Vietnam. There, Broncos directed strikes by not just fast jet attack aircraft like F-4 Phantoms and A-7 Corsairs, but also the Douglas AC-47 gunship variant of the C-47 we see taxiing past us now, the so-called Spookies. They also directed fire for ground artillery. He was directing fire for US Navy ships when he was diverted to support some American troops under attack by North Vietnamese infantry. But this was with the US Marine Corps only. The Air Force had decided the Bronco was too vulnerable to put back into action. Counterinsurgency type missions that don't require a combat aircraft. And the agility of the Bronco that we see demonstrated. got a couple of aircraft positioning movements to get done. Display item. We've got the C-47, raises high. To England from 1943 onwards, the likes of the B-47B and C models weren't actually that long ranged, and it was with the B-47D model built on that.
I was reading recently on the famous Schweinfurt Regensburg raid itself. It was a fortress that flew, packed full of 50 cal machine guns. Didn't quite work out like that, but the P-47s that escorted those aircraft on the Schweinfurt Regensburg raid actually had to turn back at Belgium. You can just imagine the feeling on board.
Play circuit, and the delightful voice of Tim Emrys Roberts.
Thank you very much, Ben. It's our delight to be here again in what is actually much better weather than yesterday. Still with a stiff wind, but much better sky and higher cloud base. They make it look easy. I can assure you it is not easy, especially in this wind. This aircraft is described as being easy to fly, but very difficult to fly well. Here we've shown how it is flown very well. Perfect. It'll come as no surprise to you that this team's engines, collectively the whole team's power is about the same as a Battle of Britain era Spitfire. Wonderful sound. There is such a light wing loading on these aircraft. It is so hard to keep stationed that closely. They're working tremendously hard. And the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice the pilot is sitting in the rear cockpit. He's counterbalance.
I know them well.
And there they break. They shall now turn and reverse, take into account this wind, so the red aircraft have to go way upwind, the yellow turning quite quickly. And they'll now turn and charge close to each other. Again, if you're quick with your camera, you might just get a shot. Quite a small profile you're aiming at. Now cast your eyes up to the clouds ahead of you, where the main pack are forming up and are shortly going to dive. Synchro clear for them. The team I can see now are diving, building up speed to 110 miles an hour. Any second now, get ready for the bomb burst. And there they go. Absolutely nailing it. Wonderful.
fantastic noise you'll hear throughout the display is the operated Garrett TPE turboprop engine fitted to the RAF Tucano. We'd like to thank a few companies for their support this year. A special thanks go out to Brightly, mounted equipped out of his seat by a force equal to twice his own body weight. As Liam pushes now past the crowd, all of the blood is rushing to his head and he's working hard to keep the aircraft level. Tucano, now at the end of its service at RAF Valley in North Wales. Demonstrating a high level of handling skill, he is now running in from the left to perform a slow roll. This is one of many manoeuvres taught to all students as they progress through basic fast jet flying training, and this teaches young aviators the handling skill. As he's positioning to fly the aircraft in a high G turn, pulling 4.5 G. As he passes back in front of you, he's going to be pushed in. Liam joined the Royal Air Force directly from university, and I joined the Royal Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been an absolute
courage, determination and inspiration. And each of the pilots you see here today have demonstrated the same strength of character and resilience. This team aims to allow the inspiration and the legacy of BARDA to live on, to challenge perceptions and to break down barriers, and to raise awareness of two unique charities who've come together to deliver this display, Aerobatics and the Douglas BARDA Foundation. From the left, I give you BARDA's bus. Brings the team into line astern, bringing up the rear is Barry Hunter. Barry joined the Royal Air Force in 1969 and retired from the Royal Air Force. Douglas BARDA when he was CO of 616 Squadron.
We're still going to see it, we're just going to move this. Legendary composer Guy Farley, who has scored many. Ladies and gentlemen, BARDA's Bus Company.
Andy Evans leading the team into the first loop of the display. We've got Blaze 2 and 3 on the outside. And Blade 4, James McMillan, just at the rear of the team here, pulling through. Now the team are going to reposition for a manoeuvre called Ladies and gentlemen, this is the crossfire break. 3, Ben and Mike, as they perform their synchronised rolls. They're going to pull through and go head to head for the first. And Ben Murphy Blade 2 has been with the team since 2015. He is our race pilot competing in the Red Bull Air Race 6. Cameras at the ready. And James barrel rolling over the smoke of blades 1, 2 and 3. And the Blades are the world's only aerobatic airline, meaning that we fly passenger Aerobites boxmen. Now into line astern formation. The team are going to pull up into a vertical. See, the smoke is on for this next one, and they're going to perform a manoeuvre called the hammerhead. So look very carefully as the team stall turn to our left, pulling around 3G for this next one for the hammerhead. And Andy calling from line astern formation. The 4 extra 300s are going to be quite staggered for this next one. You want your cameras at the ready as the team prepare to pull up into the snake.
And the snake, the snake!
So we're about halfway through the display now, which team now pulling up into a quarter clover. And this is the Blades fan brake. Now keep your eyes on Blades 1 and 4 in the centre of the... And it marks their 100-year centenary. And they've just launched a new campaign looking for 100,000 members of the RAF family. And back with Blades 2 and 3 into their second synchronised routine. Mike Ling joined the team just this year. It's his first season flying alongside his teammates in the Blades. This is one of his most favourite manoeuvres. It's the Blades tumble. This is where he's flipping. The team absolutely loves seeing your photos at the end of the day, so please do share them. If you've taken any photos that you'd like to be entered into the Fly with Lingy competition, you can share these on social media or send them to info@theblades.com. And Lingy will pick his favourite photo at the end of the season. And the umbrella. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you with the 2019 Blades Display team. This is the Champagne Split. Thank you very much.
And thank you. These pass on and thanks to everyone involved in the blaze. I know it's a massive.
Most legendary Allied and Axis fighters of World War II. If you were to put together that genre from the 1939-45 conflict, it would probably look something like Air Leasing has done. The company, with its engineering headquarters at Sywell Aerodrome, out of the historic airfield at Duxford in Cambridgeshire. This year it's decided to follow in the footsteps of the legendary Breitling Fighters team of the old flying machine company. Here they go then, starting off with the Supermarine Spitfire. Buchon. The Mustang. Over the beaches in Normandy on the 6th of June 1944. Of course, key to knocking down your opponent was to get behind. It's eye shooting abilities to do anything other than fire dead. So. There would be more of it to come, however. But now the tables have been turned, and it looks very much as though the Spitfire has claimed its pride. Word about the Buchon, usually thought of merely as the movie Messerschmitt, the aircraft that's played the BF-109, most famously as this very aircraft did, the making of Battle of Britain released 50 years ago. But the Merlin-engined, Spanish-built Messerschmitt, a combat aircraft with its own illustrious history. TF-51D. and then maintain that energy in a tail chase.
And of course, having a radial air-cooled engine,
Got that.